Time now for some kid stuff and education this afternoon. You know, according to the National Association for the Education of Young Children learn best through direct sensory encounters and not through a formal academic process. And learning should be the outcome of a hands-on experience, especially play. Joining us now is Shara Lawrence-Weiss of Personal Child Stories. It's a hands-on learning tool that she created. Nice to see you.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, first of all, tell us a little bit about what your company does.
Okay, I started this because of my son. He was born with a lot of medical issues in his eye. His right eye was removed, and so trying to figure out how to get him to not take the eye out and chew on it and hide it in cereal boxes.
Sure.
And then he needed glasses too to protect his seeing eye. So I created 2 books to help him.
It was an educational tool.
It was an educational tool using photographs.
How beautiful is that?
And you don't find things that specific at the store, about a prosthetic eye.
So a real labor of love. So take us through the, is this your little boy right over here?
This is him these were actually done by an office supply store years ago, and then I decided to start my own business. I make all my own books at home now with my own equipment.
Yeah, he is the most beautiful little boy, and I love how on the back you put handmade by mommy.
Yeah.
And little did you know this would grow into a company, and now you're helping other people as well.
8 years later, yeah.
Wow. So take us through some of these books and tell people a little bit about what happens. What if someone wants to do a book with you, what do they do?
Well, none of them are pre-written, so I have a background in journalism and I like to write. So they send me their photos, tell me what theme they want. It can be as simple as counting. This is a name recognition book.
Sure.
It's one of the top sellers, but it can be about getting siblings to get along better, explaining a medical situation, talking about sexual abuse, and helping kids overcome that, overcoming death. You know, a parent dying, a pet dying. So really anything at all. They send me the photographs and then I ask questions.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Because as you're able to connect the pictures with the story, little children can really process that better.
Certainly, yes.
Talk to us about how when you're dealing with children, the learning process there, the most effective learning process is really kind of that hands-on learning, isn't it?
It is. I have a background in education and early childhood, and I was a nanny for over 16 years, for birth through 13.
Oh, wow.
So 23 plus years working with kids, and certainly hands-on stuff, photographs, you know.
So these are all, obviously, we're talking blue here. This is
blue. This is just a strategy to teach blue to early childhood. Obviously at home or preschool, recycled materials, things that you might throw away. You know, a baby rattle, they're not going to use it anymore when they're a bit older, but it could still be used for this.
Yeah.
And then we laminated a photo. And she's wearing blue.
Yeah,
and then blue on back. So
Beautiful.
it's teaching blue, and you would kind of say, oh, look at all the blue things. And let's put the blue things away. And so you're using photos to teach.
Yeah. How much are your books? How does that happen?
Most of them are just 30. And then they take about 6 to 8 hours each to make, and then I make them all myself. So I print, cut, laminate, cut, bind.
Oh,
so all the equipment's at home, so it's not a moneymaker.
No, but it's a labor
Very
of
time-consuming,
love.
and I love doing it.
And she probably could take a donation, too, if you wanted to give her a little extra. Hey, tell me a little bit about the board. What is this all about now?
The board, actually, this is kind of what we were focusing on, but we weren't sure it was going to show up, so I did the board, too.
Okay.
But this is just kind of a reading strategy, and it works great for all kids, but especially children with special needs. We learn to read left to right, and so by putting the word here and then a picture, they say, you know, left to right, you're reading.
And really visually see what that is.
Visually seeing it, siblings, phone, phone, I love this picture.
That's pretty cute.
And then kangaroos.
Oh,
so you could do animals, pets, feelings, emotions,
anything
family,
that you want to.
anything that you want to teach.
Yeah.
And I would certainly say, you know, in my experience, early childhood, that teaching of empathy is so important from day one. We can put Band-Aids on later in school with character programs, but kids learn empathy at home.
Yeah.
You know, so using photos to show love and appreciation, and look, you're hugging each other, look, and which is what the placemat is.
I'm out of time, but I could sit here and talk to you forever. Shara, thanks so much for sharing your beautiful heart. If you'd like more information, you can go to our website, abc15.com, under the Lifestyle tab. Back right after this.